I'm going to be reading some stories from people sharing it over the internet anonymously. And you're going to tell me more about it or your thoughts. All my life, we were taught that books were sacred. Growing up, we didn't have TV, and I still love reading. When I visit my parents, their house is just crammed with books, piles and piles of them. Every time I visit, there are more. Recently, an uncle died, leaving a house full of hoarded crap. It took all the younger generation a lot of time and money to clear it up. The penny wasn't dropped though. I just know I'm gonna be loading up trailer lots of books and taking them for recycling sometime in the future because nobody wants them. Something here, it's about to be important to point out. And with the noises of the city, I want to open the door to a topic. And it's to be really into a hoarder disorder. Some people, they like to collect things in order to remember things in the past, remember people, treasure things, or just to release stress, getting away from difficult situations, or running away from something. They just show up doing kind of eccentric reactions and also trying to get more and more material things in order to hide things on the inside. I wanted to drag this topic with me because of this story that I'm going to tell you next. The really touched something inside my brain. Christmas always makes things worse. And it says, I have been having such a hard time regulating my stress as Christmas gets near, trying to take on extra hours at work to cover presents for my siblings, since my parents have spent their money on God knows what. Not having time to rest and breathe and process how hard buying Christmas gifts for hoarders is. Dealing with whatever the mess my life is. I recently got diagnosed with extreme PTSD and moderate OCD. Big surprise. I guess it runs in the family. How do I treat myself without letting go of my family? It's so hard. I love them so much, but the house is always the problem. I feel bad for not coming home for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and instead making them travel to me so I at least have some control over the situation. Everyone at work is sick, including myself, but I can't afford to take it off, and there's no one to cover if I did miss a shift. I keep isolating myself inside and just cleaning more and more, but I know that's not going to be a solution to the stress. I need a break, but that's not how life works when you don't have the money to take a break. DAE feels so lost and anxious around this time of the year. I don't know who to talk to about this in my life, since everyone in my in-person circle has never dealt with growing up in an unsafe home, and it really worries them when I get upset about it. When I finished reading this, I said to myself, yeah, Christmas is a time of the year that people tend to portray as the happiest ever. And this is part of the reality of holidays, of this celebration. For a bunch of us, Christmas isn't the perfect time of the year. It's actually something that comes with a lot of pressure, a lot of lack of enthusiasm, a lot of extra work, and a lot of unwanted expectations. When you have the pressure to show off to other people, to tell other people, even though inside you could be a mess, that sensation of control and the extra effort it might take for you to build up a reality that matches other people's expectations is going to bring you more trouble than ever. So that is a side of Christmas people don't want you to get. That is a side of a celebration that instead of being the happiest for some people just comes with a lot of stress, having extra things to do and don't know what to do with their life about it. So welcome Christmas season. Welcome to the world. Welcome with all of the mess and the chaos. And I want to read the following. You can validate some of it by asking specifically for consumables or memberships. Every holiday for me ends in a spiral of laundry because my parents' home is too filthy for guests, throwing out a bunch of inappropriate gift and anger. Give yourself permission to be weird and not feel bad about driving gifts straight to the charity drop or dumpster. I used to dread the holidays when I was married, mainly because of my in-laws hoarding and how it was never a break for me. Any gatherings with family will have me chasing my kids around to keep them safe from family who wouldn't get proof of their house. If they came to our house, it was weeks of extra work before and after. I'm always dealing with their last minute stuff. My ex-husband treated me like an ungrateful unpaid nanny and would completely relax and ignore our kids. My in-laws will send 20 plus gifts for each kid, mostly things they've been hoarding for years or they found at a garage sale. And everyone thought he should be so grateful for all the extra work and I had to do to keep up with the chaos. I will often have to stay up till 1 a.m. just to keep up with the mess and chores. I'm really sorry. It's so stressful for you. I had a terrible childhood and saw how my marriage was an improvement. Ridiculous, right? At least I got away from the roaches, from the hoard. Maybe try and find a concealer or make friends with people who would understand. Since it's labeled painting, I won't go heavy on the advice. Just know you're not alone in this struggle. Definitely feel the weeks of extra work right now. Thanks for letting me know I'm not the only one dealing with it. I'm totally not against advice if you found something that helped you. I'm already in therapy and seeing a psychiatrist as well. Sometimes it just feels like a huge web to untangle, and I wish there was a niche thread for 7 years ago with the answers of everything. I used to get that tangle feeling. It felt claustrophobic and like no matter how hard I work, things just never stop. things really changed for me when I established more boundaries with my ex and in-laws. I got tired of my ex telling me to just manage my stress, stop being stressed, you're overreacting. I realized that none of the people causing me stress care about me like I did them. Not one of them wanting to change their behavior to lighten me low. And they tried to make me feel bad about standing up for myself. So I got really into boundaries. No more 2+ gifts per child. No more random boxes of moldy clothes. No more bending to their guilt trips. I flat out told them, my values are different than yours. I can't breathe with all of this extra stuff. If you send extra stuff or give it, I will donate it or throw it away. I emphasized quality time instead. And if I had to get them to accommodate me or the kids, I mentally feel it under sanity relationship maintenance. In your post, it seems like you have a big heart and a lot of compassion. When we are naturally empathetic, we are often taught that saying no is mean or selfish. I had to learn the hard way that people laughed that I was so generous with my time and efforts because they could avoid responsibilities by weaponizing my kindness against me. My life now is very different because I stopped looking at boundaries as restrictive. Instead, they are needed for maintaining and sustaining my life at a functional level. Damn, I am notoriously bad with boundaries. That was the answer. The claustrophobic feeling is scarily accurate though. I've got a lot of work to do for myself. And we all do. Happy holidays.